most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Sri Yashoda Damodar ki jai, Sri Radha Damodar ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
जो अभी हम दर्शन ये दर्शन लंदन की विधान यूट्यूब के ऊपर अगर आप सर्च करेंगे लाइव ये दर्शन आपको एवरी डे मॉर्निंग में एंड इवनिंग में आप जहाँ पर जो मंदिर आपके पास है दामोदर मंदिर आई होप आपको मौका मिल पाएगा दामोदर मंथ के अंदर भगवान को दिया दिखाने का. हरे कृष्ण. So let's get going, and I'm going to start the sharing for our PDF, which I can't find. So let me just quickly look for it. Prabhupada, Hare Krishna. Right, so I hope everyone remember what we did last time, which was the Mangala Charan, invoking auspiciousness, and we went through all the prayers of Mangala Charan, which we are going to do very shortly now. If in case you missed that session is there on the channel, feel free. And this PDF explains each and every word of the mantra. So when we say Om Ajnanatirmandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So what is the meaning of this mantra? This is a Guru Pranam. The very first thing we do is to pay obeisances to our Guru Maharaj, because whatever we got is through our Guru. And then we go forward, and then it's Rupa Goswamiji, who is the primer for the Shad Goswamiji. So there are 6 Goswamiji of Vrindavan, and Shri Rupa Goswamiji is one of them. And probably the prime aspirations which everybody would like to pay, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Rupa is the one who understands what's there in my heart even before I try to put that into words. So that's the reason. The next mantra is the Pranam mantra for Chaitanya Rupa Goswamiji, which is Shri Chaitanya Manoveshtam Sapitam Yena Bhutile Swayam Rupa Karamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. And this is what we can read, that Lord Chaitanya understood the innermost desires of the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that desire of Mahaprabhu, he has practically established on surface of the earth, because what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted was to have Hari Nam Sankirtan in every town and village. And that's what Hare Krishna movement is all about, to make the name of the Lord reach as far possible. And then we go, Shri Rupa Goswamiji, when will give me shelter under his lotus feet? So we are requesting that Lord will give us the devotion which Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji has given to Rupa Goswamiji. Then we go forward, and this is where we go and explain a bit more about the Panch Tattva. And so on the top, we see left, we have, let me get the pointer off. So what we have here is the right on the top, we have a Krishna. And this, if you have done the Goloka chart series, which is also available online. And we went into detail of Goloka chart. We did the material world, we did the spiritual world, and 14 planets of material world, all that in detail. Then we remember what the Shastra says, and a lot of references there, what this lotus is in Goloka, and then now what's happening on different petals. So these are different leelas of Krishna being described in Srimad Bhagavatam. And then in between we have the Panchatattva, and we didn't discuss Panchatattva last time, where we, and the mantra is, which we usually go for, Shri. So let's go further, and we will go do as per the Mangalacharan sequence, and then the Panchatattva mantra will come. Shad Goswamijis are there, Rupa Goswamiji is part of that. And then we have the Guru Parampara, which is Prabhupada, his teacher, and his teacher, then his teacher, and then his teacher. This goes till the end. And this is, if you trace back in Bhagavad Gita, if you will see, we have the list of, just after introduction, we have the list of all the teachers in the disciple succession. And then you can see from Lord Chaitanya to Mahaprabhuji to Naradji to Vedvyasji to Prabhupada. This way we say that this is unbroken Guru Shishya Parampara, which we follow. Then we have Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsya. Then the meaning of each and every word has been explained here, that to whom we offer the mantras. The very first is to our own spiritual master, our own Guru. I offer my obeisances to whom? To my Guru Maharaj, that who has endowed, passed on with all the opulences, which is the lotus feet. So we say that coming from a different religion, somebody said to me once that in our Guru and in the feet of our mothers, everything is available, whatever we would like to be. And the similar thing we are saying here. And then the previous spiritual masters, so it's what we call sadhus. So we say sadhu sangha. So not only our own Guru, but all the gurus in the parampara, we pray down to them as well. And then, so that's a Shri Gurun. And then Vaishnavamscha, so all the Vaishnavas. So we have Diksha Guru, we have Siksha Guru, but there are many other Vaishnavas that they might not take the role of Guru, but still they are Vaishnavas because they are dedicated in devotional service. So maybe there is a Vaishnava who always busy in cooking. There's always a Vaishnava who is there in the deity preparation, the preparation of the, like in the deity kitchen or deity decoration. There could be someone who is there very busy in cleaning the temple. And the whole purpose is, it's a devotional service because the whole purpose is that all those devotees who will come to the temple to take darshan, they should have a clean temple. And they all are Vaishnavas for us. So that's why Vaishnavams Cha also. And then Shri Rupam, so this is 6 Goswamis, Shri Rupam, all the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, led by Shri Rupa Goswami. Sagrajatam, the older ones means Shri Sanatan. So Rupa Goswami's elder brother, Shri Sanatan Goswamiji. Sahagana, along with their followers, because there are many followers of them. So again, Sahagana, like sadhus, we said it. Raghunatha Vitamscha, like Raghunath Das Goswamiji, who is also one of the 6 Goswamijis, but Lokanath Goswamiji, they all are, they come under that associated devotees of Sahagana. Raghunatha Vitamsamsa. So just like Raghunath Das Goswamiji, Tam Sajivam. Also like Jiva Goswamiji. Jiva Goswamiji is also one of those Shad Goswamiji, who was who was nephew of Rupa and Sanatan Goswamiji. Rupa and Sanatan Goswamiji, they are brothers. Their nephew is Jiva, and these are the 3 out of 6 Goswamijis, of Shad Goswamijis of Vrindavan. So these are the prayers we do. When we understand the meanings of prayers, hopefully when we do it next time, then we have that in our heart, that whom we are praying to. Sadhvaitam, Advaita Charaji, who are one of the Pancha. So we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, and we have that mantra coming. Advaita Acharyaji is there. Savabhutam. So Nityananda Prabhuji is there, who does not pray regard to social norms and etiquette. It's and we will see what that means. So that sometimes some of the gurus, they might not be following the rules, and it's hard for us to understand how that happens. But of course, they transcend that cultural norms which we usually follow, and we call them Panchatattva. So Panchatattva means 5. So Shri Chaitanya Mano, well, we will see the mantra. Shri Chaitanya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji is there, Nityananda Prabhuji is there, Advaita Acharya is there, Gadadhar, and then we also have Srivasa Goswamiji, Parijana Sahitam. Along there associate Gadadhar, Pandit and Srinivasa. So these are the 3. So we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, we have Nityananda, Krishna and Balram. Then we have Advaita Acharyaji 3rd, Gadadhar 4th, and Srinivas Thakurji 5th. So these are called Panchtattvas. Krishna Chaitanya Devam. They're led by Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, who is the incarnation of, who is Lord Krishna himself. Shri Radha Krishna Padam. Now we are going to pay obeisances to Radha and Krishna. Shri Radha Krishna Padan, Sahagana, along their followers, Lalita, Shri Vishakha, Advait, and Vidamsha. So Lalita and Vishakha, they are the best friends of Radhaji. So we pay obeisances to all of them. And then to Lord Krishna, Shri Krishna. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namastate. Hey Krishna, so calling out to Krishna. Karuna Sindhu, ocean of mercy. Karuna, ocean, mercy. Sindhu is ocean. Dina Bandhu, friend of everyone. Jagat Pate, the one who protects the world. Gopesha, cowherd boys and men. They all are Gopas, and he's the Gopesha, Ishwar of Gopa. Gopika Kanta, lover of Gopis. All the Gopis, they would like to be with Krishna as well. Radha Kanta, and Kanta is like somebody who is very priya. So Radhaji is always thinking of Krishna as well. Namaste. So that's so characteristics of Krishna being mentioned in the Shri Krishna Pranam mantra. And these mantras are there in our Vedic Shastras. And then Radhaji's, we are paying pranams to Radhaji's, who is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishbhanu Sutai Devi, Pranamami Hari Priya. So we say Tapta Kancha, molten gold, Tapta Hua Kanchan, because the way the body of Radhaji is. Gaurangi, fair molten gold complexion, Radha, Shri Radha Ji, and then Vrindavaneshwari, who is the queen of Vrindavan, Vrishbhanu Sutai, Radhaji's father's name is Vrishbhanu, and the mother's Kirtida Devi. She herself is a Devi, Radhaji, Parmami. So we pay obeisances, Hari Priya, one who is the dear to Lord Hari. So again, the characteristics, how she's associated, whom she's associated. And then this is the Vanchakalpa. This is a Vaishnav Pranam. We always do it. This is also we do. I've seen myself, I was in Paris, and I've seen some Paris French devotees, and then some Dutch devotees. When they saw very first time to each other, right there on the ground, they put their head and they all said to, and I was there as well, so I said to all of them, and all of the devotees, to all of other Vaishnavas, they prayed and they said, Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kirpao sindhu vyayevacha patita nama pavane bhyo vaishnave bhyo namo namo. A lot of times when we close the class, so I'm doing Bhakti Vedanta module 1 at the moment, and right at the end, all the devotees, they pray for the teacher and to each other as well. So this is Vancha Kalpa Taruvescha. Taruvescha Kalpa Taruna is a tree. So like just like a fulfilling desire tree, which will fulfill all, the Vaishnavas are like that, because when they pray to the Lord listens. The Lord might not listen for us. So it's like if I have two children, if one of my child will ask something, I might not give it. But if the youngest one or the eldest one will ask for his or her siblings, then it's, oh, well, the child is not asking for herself or himself, but asking for the youngest or elder siblings. Then the compassion increases, and it's highly likely. So the same thing, when we ask something for ourselves, the Krishna might not grant it. But when Vaishnavas will request for us, then it goes way long. And then we say Kirpa Sindhu Bhecha, ocean of mercy, just like Krishna himself. The devotees of Krishna are the same. Patita Nama Pavanebhyo. So we are fallen, we have so many mistakes, so many issues in our life. Our own attitude, our own conscience is not pure enough. So we say that we are fallen beings, and the Vaishnavas, they could deliver us. So it's hard for us to clean our consciousness, even though we should always try for it. But Vaishnavas are the ones who could help us to rise from our fallen state of consciousness. Vaishnavebhyo, these are the Vaishnavas, and we pray to them. Namo Namaha. And then Panchatantra, the one I was saying. So here all the 5 names come through. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So I offer my obeisances to Shri Krishna Chaitanya, who is in the middle, Prabhu Nityananda, who is next in blue on the left, and then Shri Advaita, far end, and then on the right Shri Nivasa and Gadadhar Panditji and Shri Nivasa. So we have these, what we call as Panchatattva. And then we do take the pranam of Srila Prabhupada, so which is Om Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshitarine. So these 4 lines, this is the mantra of pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada. And then if we have our own Guru Maharaj, then we can take their pranam mantra as well. So Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namane Namo Chakrayane Kripapatayani Gaur Kata Dhamma Nagara Kramadharini. So then we go straight to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. And there's one Prabhuji who is not here at the moment. So when he's around, we will discuss. He raised in one of the in-person session we did that why we say Hare Krishna. He said, I will not say Hare Krishna, I will say Hare Krishna, rather than Hare Krishna, or Hare Rama. I will say Hare Ram instead. So we will discuss why we say Hare Krishna and why it doesn't really matter. So there are 2 reasons behind it. But it's better we wait for the Prabhuji when Prabhuji is there, and we will put it in the context, and we will go with that. Hare Krishna. So this is Mangalacharan, which we always do, and right in the beginning, and hopefully next time when we will do it, everybody would follow alongside. So now coming to the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. Mind you, we haven't even started Bhagavad Gita yet. And sometimes before we read a scripture, even a material document, we have executive summary on top. This is what introduction is. We have done the preface, how Srila Prabhupada put it together, what's in it. And then we did the Mangalacharan, the prayers we always do. Now we are doing the introduction, which is a kind of summary, which Srila Prabhupada summarized for anyone who can't read the whole Bhagavad Gita, just go for the introduction. And maybe a lot of devotees in the West, they didn't have the background. They still don't. And they find introduction a lot more easier compared to starting the very first mantra, where Dhritarashtra will just start. Dhritarashtra is the first mantra in Bhagavad Gita, is from Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra Vacha, and everybody will say, who's Dhritarashtra, right? Who's Sanjay? And why Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay to narrate why he can't see. So all that background, if somebody doesn't have it, and mind it, not only from the West, unfortunately, even in Bharatvarsh and India, a lot of youngsters, they don't have it. Like recently, the survey was done in Delhi, ISKCON Delhi Temple. And during Navratri, I think last year, that they just stopped a lot of youngsters. And when I say youngsters, even the 30, 40 years old, and asked some general questions, and they didn't know. The questions were like, who was the husband of Mother Sita? And you would be surprised the kind of answers we got. And then the father of Lord Rama, and who killed Rama? And then somebody did say Krishna killed Ravan, and then who killed Kamsa? And somebody said Ravan, Lord Rama killed. Somebody also said, no, there were many, in one sense funny, but in other sense kind of unfortunate that somebody who is there, who was born in Bharatvarsh, and there, those people who are outside India, they miss what's happening. So recently, a friend of mine from London who were traveling to India called me in a few days back because Dashera was there on day of Dashera. My friend called me, and he was so happy to be there because obviously back in London, it is festive there as well if you go to the community center, but otherwise you won't feel it. But in India, it's hard to miss. Wherever you go, you will, whether it's looking for the Dashera, whether it's Ganesh Puja or Durga Puja, the Dashera itself, what happens, the Ram Leela and all. So it's hard to miss, but we don't really realize if we take it for granted. So that's why this introduction is so important, and that's why it's important. I think each and every one of us, those who are in Zoom, those who are watching and listening YouTube live, that it's our culture we should spread out. So it's unfortunate. I always feel that others, they other religions, without taking any name, they convert Hindus to their religions, and of course, because the foundation is not great, it's very easy for them to do that. But for Hindus, Sanatan Dharmis, for us, we don't even need to convert anyone to our religion. We just need to bring our own Hindus, so-called Hindus, to read our own scriptures. Hare Krishna. So hence the movement, Hare Krishna movement, is not to convert anyone. It's just to bring everyone to the conscious. That especially to start with those who call themselves Hindus. If you do, then pick the Bhagavad Gita and read it. And every day we should spend some time reading. And there was a video recently been shared by one of the called Govind Krishna Prabhuji, DKD, very famously known on YouTube. And he shared, somebody asked the question, and I know somebody has personally asked this question from me as well, that what's the difference between religion and culture, culture and bhakti, puja and bhakti? What's the difference between these two? If you just say puja and bhakti, now puja, when we do, most of the time we do to the demigods and we ask for something back in return. Bhakti is just the expression of love. You don't ask anything back, and that's what bhakti is. So when we pray to the Lord, then we just pray because we feel like praying, not that we would like something, like what we usually do. We pray to Ganeshji, Hanumanji, Shivji, Mataji, Lord Krishna, Brahmaji, anyone. And the reason we do it, because auspiciousness will come for us. So we expect something back in return. We do good karma, so good will happen to us. This is part of the karma kanda, that you do good, good will happen. But bhakti is anya abhilashita shunyam. Anya abhilashita shunyam. Anya abhilasha. Any other desire is shunya. We don't have any desire. It's just like when the mothers serve the kids, or when the kids are older and the parents are even older, then the kids look after parents, so they're supposed to be. Then there's no desire of getting anything in return. If it is, then that's not bhakti. That's karma kanda. And the reason we should read, we should do puja. We should definitely do puja, but not because it's a ritual, not because it's a culture, because it's bhakti, right? And of course, if it doesn't happen overnight, then we should be part of the rituals, and hopefully one day we will reach to the next level. And we will discuss that in tomorrow's class, because tomorrow's class is going to be very important. We have finished mantra 15 in Shri Ishopnishad. On Saturdays, we are doing Shri Ishopnishad. We have completed mantra 15. We will start mantra 16. And I think this is a good time to mention that unfortunately, or fortunately, everything happens with Krishna's desire, that I will be traveling and I will not able to serve the devotees for next 4 weeks. So 4 weekends I will be away, and I will come back 5th weekend. But I will share that in the group if everybody is in there in the group. Otherwise, from now, next 4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays I won't. Tomorrow I will be, but for next 4 Fridays and 4 Saturdays, unfortunately, I'm away. I won't able to. So either I'm traveling on or traveling back, or between 2 weekends, I will be somewhere where I don't have internet. So kind of retreat, if you think about. But every day we should pick and we should discuss. So tomorrow is going to be important, because tomorrow we have finished mantra 15 last week, and mantra 16 we will start when I will come back. So we have this one session where we will share a lot of analogies. And we said Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. It's a Upanishad. You will see most of the time we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. They all are, well, Gita is Upanishad. We are saying Gita Upanishad is part of Mahabharata, but otherwise Puranas we most of the time read. Shiv Purana, Vishnu Purana, Brahma Purana, Kalki Purana, Bhagavatam Purana, Bhagavad Purana. But Upanishads we don't usually read, especially in Gaudiya Math, apart from Shri Ishopnishad, which we are doing. But there are other Upanishads as well, and the essence of Upanishads I will try to provide through a lot of analogies tomorrow. So that won't be what usually happens in Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Math. ISKCON is part of it. So it will be a bit different, like what we usually do. Hopefully tomorrow we will do that. Krishna's mercy, if we will. So what is Bhagavad Gita? We did discuss it very briefly. That is the instruction coming directly from Krishna, right? We did say Shruti, Smriti, and Nyaya. These are the 3. And in Bhagavad Gita, we will find all 3 of them. So Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is remembrance, so it's a Smriti Prasthana. But because Krishna is speaking himself, hence it's Upanishad, it's a Shruti. So that's one difference between Upanishad and Puranas. Puranas are usually somebody heard it from someone and then telling others. But Upanishad is someone who wants to tell you, is telling you direct. So that's Shruti. I've heard it from you. Not that I've heard it from someone who remembered and then told me. So that's Shruti and Smriti. Then, of course, we have the Nyaya. Nyaya is the logical part of it. And Vedanta Sutra and Brahma Sutra comes in. Brahma Sutra is very important because Brahma Sutra, then Brahmaji explains a lot about Lord Krishna. And Brahma Samhita is another one, which the prayer happens in Mangla Aarti in every ISKCON temple every morning around 3:30, which comes from Brahma Samhita. So that's the understanding. Prabhupada has provided this because there are lots of commentaries there, but Prabhupada said lots of literature is based on that when Krishna is saying something, Krishna, what they say that rather than Krishna, it's something in Krishna speaking, which is like Krishna is Brahman. And then they are speaking about it. But when we will do Bhagavad Gita chapter 14 and last verse 14.27, you will see Krishna says, I am the essence of it. So we need to understand this is what Srila Prabhupada is saying, that it's not that something or someone from inside Krishna is speaking. Krishna himself is speaking, and that's why this is Gita as it is. That Prabhupada said, I'm not guessing anything, I'm just saying what Krishna has said it. So we should read the Bhagavad Gita in that spirit. It's like a medicine for us. we get so calm. And another friend of ours, Avinash, who is not here today, he lost a lot of things during COVID time, and his job was about to go. We read Bhagavad Gita together, and a number of times he has said it now that just because of the wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, he was calm, he was composed, and he could realize that there is something transcendental beyond the material miseries which we have to go through anyways. And we will discuss there are 3 types of miseries we all go through. We cannot surpass that. We have to go through, but how? While going through it, we can still pray to Krishna. We could still be happy and blissful. So that's what we get it from Bhagavad Gita. Not that our circumstances will change, our outlook and our attitude towards it will change. So the same circumstances, 2 people are working in the office, one is peaceful and another one is very, very agitated. And we will understand how that happens. That's what we are going to learn from Bhagavad Gita. So we need to understand that it's not just from one Acharya, Srila Prabhupada ji, but it's coming from a lot and a lot of Acharyas. So Prabhupada ji has given summarized translation, the commentary, what we call purports from the whole parampara, right? And this is Bhagavad Gita's glories are confirmed from not only what we saw Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Math, which is ISKCON, but many others like Adi Shankaracharya ji, Ramanujacharya ji, Madhvacharya ji, Nimbakacharya ji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji himself. And then when we will see other scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Brahm Samhita, we say the Srimad Bhagavatam, and all other Puranas references will be there, that how they conclude was there in Bhagavad Gita. And this is what we did discuss. Parashar Muni summarized that who is called Bhagwan, 6 opulences. And we did share the anecdote of Radhanath Swamiji Maharaj, that somebody who has strength, fame, health, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation, all these 6 things, 100% is Bhagwan. And Brahmaji confirms that there is only one who has all this, and that's Lord Krishna himself, and he's the source of everything. Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, we will see when Lord Krishna explains that I've given this knowledge to Vivaswan, sun god. And then went down to Manu and then Ishvara. And we will see all these names, as I was saying at the end of introduction, all the list is given from Lord Krishna to Srila Prabhupada. All these names are there in it. That's what we call it, disciple succession, Guru Shishya Parampara. Anything and everything we do, that's what it should be. Again, if you want to go for a doctor, we will not just go for anyone. We will go for a qualified doctor, a reputed doctor. We should know. If somebody say, oh, I've been there, or I did my doctorate or engineering from Oxford, Cambridge, we know the institute is great. Anyone who has come out of it got that parampara. Hence, we need to understand if somebody is teaching us Bhagavad Gita, somebody is sharing something from Bhagavad Gita, which lineage, which disciple succession, which parampara the person is coming from. Right? If somebody says, I'm qualified engineer, which university we ask? Right? So that's very important. So we should understand the message is coming directly from Krishna, and Arjun is there. There is an analogy that Arjun is like a calf, and Krishna is taking the milk out of that calf. Well, sorry, it's a cow, and then calf is drinking that milk, but after that the milk is given to everyone else. Calf was the reason the cow started milking. So similarly, Krishna is giving the wisdom because Arjuna has asked in chapter 2, verse 7. We'll see. But the wisdom is there for everyone. And the questions Arjuna has asked is for everyone. Now, why Krishna said it? Krishna explained it there. Somebody whom I give you, why I'm giving this knowledge to you? Because you are a devotee and you're a friend. Krishna did go to Dhritarashtra as well. Sorry, to Duryodhan, but he didn't. He didn't fall into any of those categories. Hence, Krishna was willing, but he was not ready. So that's what we call, we need to become qualified. We need to be patra of it. 3 classes of transcendentalists, those who will go beyond those, material miseries, a Jnani, who is an impersonalist, a Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi, and we will see all that. And then Bhakta. So what we are looking for is on the marg of, as we say, Rupa Goswamiji, to be the somebody who can understand the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji, Lord Krishna. So we briefly mentioned this. This is very important for us to understand that the whole point, if you will see, is that if we are doing a journey, then we need to understand where we are. We need to understand where we want to. And then we need to understand what is the best route to connect these 2 points. Why? Keep it simple. Where we are, definitely where we are, that's not the place to be, because none of us are happy. And none of us are happy. All those things we aspire to be or aspire to achieve, whether it's name, fame, money, power, beauty, opulences, anything we think of, doesn't really matter how much we get it or anyone else get it. Whatever we want, somebody already has it. But is that person happy and content and satisfied? No. So we need to understand that what we are trying to work towards, somebody who already has it is not happy, then how are we going to become happy? Right? So where we are is not a happy state. This is called Dukhalya Ashashvatam, the planet material earth. We will see the verses in Bhagavad Gita. And then where we would like to be, Satya Chitta Ananda, which is Krishna. Where we are, very sad, very miserable. Of course, being in material world, Dukhalya, we will be full of misery, full of dukkha. We would like to be with Krishna, Satya Chitta Ananda. So we know where we are. We would like to go in between the route. The route we understand and then we start following. What Krishna says to Arjun, that once you've started on this route, then there is no fallback, which means if you have gone 20%, then you will next birth always start from 21. Right? That 20% will not go. It's not wasted ever on a spiritual marg. Number of times Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita and many other verses as well. So we need to understand which route we would like to take. And if I put it this way, that there are 5 routes. So we say there is one route which is Shantar, the ras. If you take this passive state, Shanta, trees. So we have seen, Damodar month has just started. Then we will see Nal Kuber's story. And they were trees, right? They were trees. And there are many other examples how these things, flute is always there with Krishna. Shant Bhava, but serving Krishna whenever Krishna needs the flute. So we could go there. Then we could go parental love, like what Devki ji, Yashoda Mai, Vatsalya Prema, and Vallabhacharya ji went down that route. And a lot of devotees from Gujarat, they are always in Vatsalya. They consider their Krishna as Laddu Gopal, as Khana, and offer everything. And I've heard and I've seen and I've discussed with one of the mothers that they don't even offer the diya to Lord Krishna, because for them the Krishna is a baby and baby will get afraid of fire. So they don't offer the diya. They will offer the dhupa or the arati, but won't do the diya as a fire. But that's parental love. We could, and a lot of people, a lot of elders, mothers especially, they do consider Krishna as their Lalla. Then we have the Sakhya, which Arjun did, consider Krishna as a friend. And a lot of the devotees, they did this very similar thing. But in Krishna's time, if you think all the Gopalas, they used to consider Krishna as there. There's a mention in Bhagavatam where all the demigods, they went to Lord Brahma and they asked something. Lord Brahma said, well, tell you what, this is beyond my capacity. Let's go to Krishna. And actually, there is another mention when they went to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva said, not for me, let's go to Vishnu Bhagwan. Vishnu Bhagwan was not there. Then they went to a lot of places and no one was there in the spiritual world. And then they realized when Krishna came down on earth, all the spiritual manifestations came along in Krishna with Krishna. Then they went to Krishna, and Krishna was doing Leela. And all the demigods, imagine Brahmaji and demigods, Indra is the leader of all. They are praying to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was playing with friends, and he said, okay, let me see, these guys are there to meet me. Let me go and speak to them. They all went, and so they were playing. All the Gopala were just stood playing where they were. Krishna went to see all these demigods, and they are explaining their issues to Krishna, and Krishna is listening. Right at that moment, it's been a while. So one of the Gopa thought that, where did Krishna gone? Because they are so much in love with Krishna, and they said, well, where is this mate of mine, my friend, my buddy gone? And they said, oh, well, he's there. And then he went there. This Gopala went there, and he put his shoulder on Krishna's, or his elbow on Krishna's shoulder, and he's just listening. He's just listening what these guys are saying to Krishna. And these demigods, Brahmaji, they are so bewildered. They are so confused. They're thinking, what? This is Krishna. This is the Lord. And we are the demigods. We are here praying to him. And this Gopala, like what he has, who he is, and he just put his elbow on Lord Krishna's shoulder. And Lord Krishna has just received it. Lord Krishna as a friend didn't say, oh, well, no, what are you doing, man? This is like the matter of my status. No, Lord Krishna didn't say. Lord Krishna just received it and just listening to these guys. Like, okay, my friend is here. Let's just continue what you want to say. And then this is what the Sakhya Bhav is, that no one else will realize that Krishna is something special. He's just one of our friends, our lovely friend, but he's just one of our friends. We don't want him to become the God and people to pray him. We just want to play with him. And that's Sakhya Rasa, if he can. Then we have the Madhurya Rasa, which probably is the topmost, because this is where everybody would like to be with Krishna, right? And like the gopis, they said that we would like to, especially when Lord Rama came down, Lord Rama said, I would like to have only one wife. But there were a lot of princesses and a lot of women. Initially the princesses, because he was a prince, but later when he became the king, and because when he was a prince, he was a very nice prince, but when he became the king, then people found out a lot more qualities about him, especially when he got married and he said, I just want one wife. He broke a lot of those princesses' hearts. But then he did say that I will come back in next incarnation, and then I will fulfill all your desires, like I will become your mate, the subject of your love. Because in this, the incarnation of Lord Rama, I will not think of anyone else apart from my Sita. So then when Krishna came down, Krishna happily accepted anyone who surrendered to Krishna. And this is so great that people a lot of time they ask, oh, well, Krishna has 16,108 wives, and Krishna should not do that. But Krishna didn't do that. Krishna only did one thing. Krishna never refused any offer. If you read Bhagavatam, they out of 16,108 wives, 8 are Patranis, and there is a mention in Canto 10 that how those 8 got married. All the 8, they got married to Krishna by the offer, because either they themselves wanted, like they themselves wanted to marry to Lord Krishna, or their father, they gave their daughter to Lord Krishna, that, oh, well, we would like you to take, like Jamvan. When Jamvan fought with Krishna because he didn't know that Krishna is Lord Rama, then at the end, when he could not defeat, and he said, well, you must be Lord Rama, because Lord Rama actually did say that I will come later in a different form, and then I will satisfy that you wanted to fight with me, and I will be the only one you will not able to defeat, and physically I could defeat anyone, but not you. You must be my Lord. And then Lord Krishna gave him the darshan of Lord Rama. And then he was in tears, and he said, well, I would like to give you Jamvat's daughter, Jamvati. I would like to give you that. And then Lord Krishna accepted it. So wherever Lord Krishna went, anybody said, well, accept me as your wife or accept my daughter as your wife, Lord Krishna said, okay, that's the purpose of my, well, one of the purpose of my birth, of this reincarnation, come along. Hence, Lord Krishna got those 16,108 wives, and all those are mentioned there in Bhagavatam. But all these four we discussed. Now the fifth one, which Srila Prabhupada suggested that we should go for. So we could go for all those five, Shantarasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Sakhya Rasa, or Madhurya Rasa. But what Srila Prabhupada said we should go with Dasya Rasa. And if you think about it, any five, so Dasya Rasa is where we become the servant of Krishna. Right? And the servant is not in a sense of domestic servants we have in this material world, whom we usually look down upon. We should not, but most of the time we do. But the servant in a form how mothers, parents, they serve their kids. Right? Kids say, we want this, and parents just run after. And when parents grow older, the children become the servants. The parents are so old, children will take them everywhere, will do everything for them. That's a kind of service, or like what we say, social service when we do. Or when we do the job, it's a service. Where are you serving now these days? It's a service. And this is a like very white-collared service. You will get lakhs and millions and billions. But still, at the end of the day, you are a servant. So what Srila Prabhupada said that we should always take the form of a servant. And Hanumanji is probably the most great example for this rasa, that he always served Lord Rama, always ready to serve Lord Rama. And this is very active state, and this is the one we should be. Because like Gaur Gopal Prabhuji explained, that if you want love from someone, we might get, might not get. If you want friendship from someone, the person might become our friend, might not. But if we want to love someone, nobody can stop us. Right? Person cannot say, oh, don't love me. Person might go somewhere, we can still love the person. We can still send our best wishes for the person. Right? If we want somebody to be our friend, that's hard. We need the other person's consent. But if we want to be someone's friends, then we don't need any consent. Well, we are your friend. Whether you want to be our friend or not, but we are your friend. We want to serve you. And most of the time you will see the doors will open. And that's what Prabhupada did. Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj gave me the name Varunapati Govinda Das. So I'm the Das of Govinda. Hence Govinda Das is the name. So every initiated name got Dasa at the end. And the Dasa represents that we are the servant. And then we become the servant of Krishna, we become the servant of the devotees of Krishna, we become the servant of the Vaishnavas. So all the practice is devotional service. When we do anything, it's a devotional service for us. And if you think about it, all others are also service. So dasa is the end of it, is the top bit. On top of it, any other rasa going for. For example, if there is a friend, what the friend will do? Friend will help each other, right? And that's a service. Parents, we already discussed. If parents are helping raise a kid, what will they do? They're serving. They become the servant. Dasa. Madhurya rasa. If somebody really loves, how do we manifest love? We manifest the love by serving, isn't it? So Srila Prabhupada actually, there is an analogy and an anecdote where there was a devotee who used to come and always used to find, so he heard it from somewhere that Prabhupada loves rose. And he always find a rose every day and bring to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada will happily accept it. One day he was coming and there was a water fallen on the earth. And this Prabhuji came and went around that water and offered the flower to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, thank you. But how about that now you start doing some devotional service? So he never accepted that flower as the devotional service. And he didn't say, oh, great, you do what I really like. Well, are you serving anyone? Are you serving the community? Did you care to clean that water so other devotees will not fall down? And that's love towards Srila Prabhupada. That if you love me, then not only that you will just offer me things, you will do things for me, which is a service. Like Srila Prabhupada said to a devotee that go to Russia. And the devotee said, Prabhuji, no, I want to live with you. I want to stay with you. I don't want to leave you. Imagine these Westerners, they left their country, they left their life, their parents, their society for Srila Prabhupada. Wherever Srila Prabhupada went, they went with them. And now Srila Prabhupada said, go away from me. Go away from you. We left everything to be with you. And now you saying, go away from you? We can't think of it. We don't want to. And then Srila Prabhupada said, what do you want to do? Do you want to do what is important for you? What you want, is that important for you? Or what I want, is that important for you? Now that's the service, that's the love, right? That, not that what I want, not that what children want. The children will say to parents, there is another example for somewhere where a child always come and in the morning will touch the feet of the father, and father will give the blessings, and then the child will go away. And the child did that for many days. And the father started giving some instructions. Do this, do that. Like in your day, do this, do that. The child will not do that. But every day will come and touch the feet and take the blessings. And then at some point, father stopped. Father said, you come and you take my blessings. Great. But you never follow what I say. You never follow. You never do. So how do we express our love towards someone? We do something. Our activities, the love will get manifested in the activities we do and the way we treat. And the similar thing in the Shantarasa, the trees will serve Krishna, the flute will serve Krishna. So Dasya Rasa is the foundation of all the 5 rasas. Hence, it's very important that we always consider ourselves as a servant, right? This is a verse, Shanta Dasya Sakhya Vatsalya Madhurya Rasa Nama. So these are all kind of names being mentioned there. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Madhya e Pancha Pradhana. So Krishna Bhakti is the topmost. So if we do engage ourselves in the devotional service, then all these 5 will get served, like what we just discussed. And then another way is how we can do bhakti. And this is Hasya Abhuta Vira Karuna Roja Vivatsa Bhaya Pancha Vida Bhakti Guna Sapta Rasa Haya. This is Bengali. And what this explains, if you see each and every word, because I intentionally try to pronounce all the words very distinctly, because each of the words, like here, each of the words, each of the word means a rasa. Each of the word means something. So this says how, which guna we go and get associated, which way we can do the bhakti. Hasya, if somebody will take the name of Krishna just in laughter, like Arjun used to do. Wonder, like some people say, get bewildered, how Krishna did it, like Naradji did it, that how he got married to so many wives and still satisfied them. So that was a wonder. And then Viras, Bhishma wanted to fight with Krishna. And then we had pathetic feeling. Somebody wanted, like Shishupal, didn't have good feeling with Krishna. Anger, Kamsa was always angry with Krishna. Disaster, a lot of them who made a disaster. There was a pseudo Krishna, Vasudeva, who said, I'm Vasudeva. He made a disaster. And then fearful. Actually, Kamsa comes into this category where he was always fearful of Krishna. But out of those 7 gunas, in any of those, if anybody will take the name of Krishna, that person will get surrender rasa. These are the mellows, these are the rasas. So 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas. Whichever way, if we take the name of Krishna, that's a devotional service, in essence. And this is the time now. I'm glad we stopped at a very high note on these rasas. So the whole point is to take the name of the Krishna, just do devotional service. And as I was saying, Mataji joined a bit later, so Hare Krishna, then we pranams to Mataji. I was just saying that due to my travels, I will not able to serve for next 4 weeks. I will be there tomorrow, Saturday, and we will do a very different class tomorrow because Mantra 15 finished and Mantra 16 will start after 4 weeks. But after that, next 4 Fridays and 4 Saturdays, I won't be able to serve. I will serve after 20th of November. But I will share that in the group. But I will be there tomorrow. If you could come along tomorrow, we will discuss a very special class tomorrow. Many analogies from Upanishads. With that, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev Maharaj ki jai, jai jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams to all of you. Thank you so much for your presence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I hope everyone takes good care of yourselves and look forward to see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji, Dandavat pranams. Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Stop.
Hare Bol.
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.